Hey everyone, this is Bia and welcome to Notes of Faith. This is a bit of an update video for you because I've been gone for over a month, and to me it feels like even more than that. I think the last time I made a video I was in Alaska, and since then I've also been to Norway. Those trips were kind of back to back, and then I got home and we stayed here for a bit, and then we went to Mississippi to see some of Philip's family. So yeah, we just got back from Mississippi and now we're home again. I'm here with my little Judah, who is my sweet boy, who gets all the kisses in the world all the time and is so loved. Are you not, baby? You are so loved. And yeah, he takes up a lot of my time. He is my little joy. And he's been coming on all these trips with us too. So he really is a very adventurous little baby who is so curious and observant already. To begin this update, I think it's so crazy how the first video I made, he just turned 6 weeks, I think, and now he is about to turn 6 months. We're in the process of introducing food to him. He has attempted to hold a strawberry and banana, but we're gonna do much more and build on it and just take our time, really let him play with it, fall in love with food. And yeah, we are praying for all of the best outcomes, for him to have just a wonderful relationship with food, and for him to like so many things. In the space of 6 months, you can really settle into motherhood, and I think that probably, well, how would I know, because I haven't gone beyond this point, but I feel like getting through those first 6 months, you look back and you're like, wow, I've learned so much, I've been through so much, I've got to know this baby so well, and he depends on me so much. And I think that the way that he's depended on me so far, those are precious stages that I'm never gonna get back. And so I just feel really blessed to have appreciated this time with my baby, and I just know that we're gonna have such a special relationship. But anyway, to talk about some things that have been on my mind, I think I've mentioned before how going on these trips and serving the Lord and serving others and just getting to know so many different people, so many different places, and humbling yourself before the challenges every day, like humbling yourself before God, because he helps us so much to be able to tackle the things that we tackle, and working hard to honor the responsibilities that he puts before us, before me. It's very humbling, and it takes a lot of renewing your mind constantly, because I do get very mentally drained. We're always in this rhythm of like traveling and getting our stuff ready and packing it up and going to the airport and driving back from the airport and all of these things, and we do it very easily because it's just routine. It's not like so stressful, I would say, but afterwards it takes a toll where you just have to sit at home and like take it in and unwind. And I'm really bad at checking my phone afterwards and maintaining just communication with people while I'm traveling and then when I return from a trip. I felt really led to meditate on Romans 12 because I knew that I had to renew my mind anyway, and I've been trying to renew my mind. The Lord, he was wanting me to focus on these 2 verses. The word says, by the mercies of God, present your body as a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable, which is your reasonable service to him. I think that's how it's worded. And be renewed, be transformed by the renewing of your mind. This is something that us Christians, we talk about all the time, that it's so important to renew your mind daily and renew your mind so that you can be separate from this world. It's so easy to be to find yourself falling into the patterns of this world in the subtle ways, because we are in this world, but we have to be in the world but not of the world. And I think especially when we are tired, it's kind of like our flesh craves to do something mindless. It craves maybe to be entertained. There are ways to relax and rest where you can still be alert, where you are being strengthened in the spirit and you are actually getting ready to go and fight out there again. Our idea of rest and renewal is different than the spirit's, but in the spirit we need to be recharging, refilling our cups so that we are ready to go out there again and again, but also face the internal battles at home, face the internal battles, fix the things that we know come up all the time. And it's really a time for repair, for reassessing all the things you did when you were on the road, when you were working, when you were exposed to the world, and to let the Lord examine you, let him be your physician, let him repair you so that you can go out there again. And he is the one that can renew your mind, search your mind, search your heart, instruct you in the ways that you truly need, in the ways that you truly need to be renewed, and not just in the ways that you think you need to be renewed. And that you may prove what is the perfect, acceptable will of God. That's what I want for my life, to, in all my actions, my whole testimony, when I'm home, when I'm not home, no matter what I'm doing, to be living proof, to prove the perfect, acceptable will of God, to be a demonstration of that, to be a testimony of that, to know anyway that it's my reasonable service to present my body as a living sacrifice to him, and not just the work that we do, and not just the sacrifices of doing ministry. It's only by his mercies that we're able to do it anyway. So even in doing that, remove any merit from yourself for being this sacrifice, because it's just about the surrender. That is the part that you're doing. But the fact that it doesn't matter if I'm home, if I'm traveling, what the context is. This inclination of the flesh to, whenever you're tired, whenever you're drained, you want to do something. You want to do something more mindless, something that isn't so much effort. And prayer can seem like such an effort sometimes, and the fact that it seems like an effort, the fact that you have to tell yourself sometimes to go and pray, it shouldn't be discouraging to you. It should simply show you that prayer goes against the flesh, and your flesh wants to resist it sometimes. We see how much entertainment there is nowadays. It's all about entertainment, and even with that, most of us don't even have the attention span to watch things for a very long time anyway, or to read things for a very long time, or even at all. It's good to have balance in all things. And we live in this time, and we have phones, and I'm not going to say that you shouldn't look at your phone ever. That's impossible, and I would be such a hypocrite to tell you that, because I look at my phone and there are things online that I watch that I think there's no harm in it. There's YouTube channels that I follow that I think are just really wonderful and cool, and that inspire me, and people who have valuable things to say, and so much. But at times, when you get drained, whether it's you're getting really tired from work, you're getting really tired from looking after kids, it's very natural for your flesh to want to rest and be refreshed and renew yourself in a way that is going to go against the spirit, because the way that the spirit is refreshed is different. And so what spoke to me is how these two things are interlinked. Presenting your body as a living sacrifice helps you to renew your mind, and renewing your mind helps you to present your body as a living sacrifice. Getting lost in these things that we think are relaxing to the flesh, you find yourself empty afterwards. And really, to not let your guard down, I think this is the point. Even when you're home and you're relaxing from work and you're relaxing, resting is important, but do not let your guard down where you are opening yourself up spiritually to be impacted in your mind, to be infiltrated. Things that follow the patterns of the world instead of the patterns of God. The Lord has his patterns. We see them all over his word. We see them in the way that he operates, and the world also has its patterns, and we have to be able to identify patterns, be intentional about what we are doing with our mind, with our bodies, because that is a huge part of the substance of who we are. My husband always says this, that when we come back from a trip, when we have been specifically working for the Lord, when we've achieved a lot of spiritual breakthrough, when he has been speaking to us, directing us, when souls are being won into the kingdom, just pushing those spiritual boundaries, and you get home and you're like, okay, time to relax. Be mindful about how you relax. And I'm preaching to myself here. It's funny, but I know that this is applicable to all of us, because we all get tired and worn out, and every time that we get back home, it's just about finding that balance and finding our routine again, finding our getting Judah to sleep at the times that work for him, and adjusting back to our time zone. So there's a lot. Anyway, I hope this encourages you. It's kind of an update, but it's also just me talking about something that spoke to me, because I'm so grateful when the Lord highlights things that are useful. No, excuse you, baby. And we'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Please like the video, share it with someone that you love. Oh, baby, are you okay? Are you okay? I love you. And we will see you next time.